Kru is just a special boy. He won over my heart from day one. He has the best smile and the biggest personality and the biggest heart.
From the minute I met him, knew he was really special. He has this little twinkle in his eye. He's just the sweetest thing. Like when he comes in, he's always like, he has like this biggest smile on his face. He has such a fun personality.
From the initial fun-loving attitude of sweet Kru San Miguel, you would never truly understand the struggles he has survived.
For him, life has been hard from the beginning, and he doesn't know any different, and so he's such a fighter.
From day one, he's been a fighter. Everything was good. We had a brand new baby. We were excited.
Riley and Noah San Miguel were so excited to bring home their brand new baby boy and be new parents, but their journey progressed very differently than they expected.
Kru was a month and 2 days old, and he started crying nonstop. Once we couldn't control the crying, we finally decided to go seek help. It was the middle of the night. We went to the ER in El Dorado. They ran tests. As soon as they ran the lumbar puncture, his spinal fluid was yellow and cloudy, so they knew right away he has a form of meningitis.
Kru's spinal fluid was infected with bacteria, and it was spreading to his brain. He was immediately flown to Cook's Children's Hospital, where he and his family would endure the first of many unforeseen challenges.
We spent probably 27 days in PICU, and 21 of those days Kru was on a ventilator. You know, even changing diapers, you couldn't change a diaper without a nurse's help.
After undergoing 3 brain surgeries and 78 days in the hospital, the San Miguel family finally got to go home.
Taking him home from Cook's for the first time was like taking a brand new baby home.
But Kru wasn't a brand new baby. He was a fighter, and he was in the battle for his life.
Just every time we went back to the doctor, it was nothing was ever good enough. He needed more, he needed more, he needed more.
Kru battled through a scope surgery, a failed shunt, and 2 more brain surgeries before the San Miguels could actually start therapy at West Texas Rehab in San Angelo.
Kru first came to us here at the rehab center when he was 13 months old. He was doing really well when he came to see us, starting to try to walk a little bit. Weakness on the left side of his body from the surgeries he had had before, but doing really, really well.
About an entire year almost being out of the hospital and being on our own, Kru started having seizures.
You know, he would take 2 steps forward and then take 4 or 5 steps backwards. The seizures were really hard on him emotionally. As the seizures progressed and got worse, and he was diagnosed with the Lennox-Gastaut seizure disorder.
At one point, Kru was on 8 seizure medications twice a day.
After more tests, strict diets, surgical monitoring, MRIs, and MEG scans, a team of neurologists and surgeons only had 2 words to describe Kru: a medical miracle.
I've always known Kru was sick and that he had a lot of work to do, but I've never once have we ever counted him out. It was very awakening and eye-opening just to know that he had made it so much further than anyone thought he would.
The team recommended yet another surgery, a right functional hemispherectomy that they hoped would stop the seizures.
And it's just been astounding to see, you know, you almost hate to say the words out loud. Has he had any more seizures? Like, is he still seizure-free? And up to this point, he's still seizure-free. You know, the surgery is considered a success, and I think he's done really well, you know, even surprised the doctors with how well he's done. So he's coming to therapy, PTOT and speech once a week now. It's kind of a one-stop shop for him. He gets to have all of his therapies here.
We took it upon ourselves, you know, we got to find the best of the best. We got to find the best therapies, and we got to constantly be on the lookout for how we can improve his life, and that's how we ended up here.
The San Miguels believe in Kru's therapy at rehab so much that they are willing to travel 2 hours round trip several times a week if needed.
Mom and Dad have such dedication to Kru and his development, and it's a lot more responsibility on my part just knowing what all they've walked through. I feel this extra sense of responsibility to kind of join them and helping him develop and kind of gain those developmental milestones.
We've been tried to be a really good support system for them. I think it says a lot that they drive over an hour to come see us.
They don't give up on him. They also don't count him out, and that's so special to me, just to know that people believe in your son the way you believe in your son. They're like family to us, you know. I couldn't imagine having any other therapist. I really couldn't. They're just so great.